You slide out of your egg and bam, you're alive. No one claps, no confetti, no congratulations, you're a mosquito greeting. Just a swamp. It's wet. It's muggy. You've got no idea what's going on. But here you are, fresh out of your egg, barely able to move, and with the overwhelming sensation of needing blood. As soon as you hit the ground, your wings, tiny, fragile, flap around like an awkward toddler on roller skates. Okay, this is fine, you think, wobbling to your feet and attempting to fly, but all you manage to do is hover, and then crash into the nearest leaf. Welp, this is fine. This is totally fine. But wait, something catches your attention. That human, the one who's totally unaware that you, the freshly hatched mosquito, are on a mission to feed. You've got no idea how you know it, but your instincts are screaming at you. Find food, now. You zoom toward the human, flapping your wings like a professional, but your tiny legs have no control. You almost crash into their arm, but you pull off a last-second tiny mosquito miracle and dart sideways just in time. You're so close to your goal. You can feel the warmth of their skin, the smell of that sweet, sweet blood, all within reach. You prepare for the attack, and bam, you miss. It's like trying to park in a tiny space while your hands are covered in grease. Oh, great, another failure, you think as you flutter away, trying to act like you meant to do that. But no worries, you don't give up. You're a mosquito. You come back for round 2. You get a little closer. You go in for the bite. And finally, success. You pierce the skin and oh yes, you feel it. The sweet, sweet blood. You've made it. But wait, just as you're about to enjoy your hard-earned meal, a hand swings toward you. A massive human hand swats you out of the air. You're sent flying. You barely manage to recover, but by the time you get your bearings, you realize something. You're a mosquito. You're meant for this. You're built to survive, even if you don't quite know what the heck is going on. You take a deep breath. Metaphorically, since you don't actually breathe like humans do, you try again. You get back on the proverbial horse and swoop in. This time, you're more prepared. You dodge, you weave, and this time, you get it. You find that perfect spot, and bam, the blood's all yours. That's it. Your mission? Complete. But don't think this is the end. The swats are coming. The human will swat you again and again. But you just keep coming back. Because that's what you do. That's the life of a mosquito. You survive, persist, and live to suck. Another day. All right, now you've had your first taste of blood. Literally. But here's the thing no one tells you about being a mosquito. Life's not about getting the blood. It's about keeping it. You're starting to feel it now. The hunger, the endless need to feast. You know that feeling when you've had the greatest meal of your life. And then you're like, wow, I could do this again. Right now? Yeah, that's you. 24/7. Every waking moment. You've gotten the hang of flying now. Sort of. It's still a little wobbly, like you're a kite in a breeze. But hey, at least you're not face-planting into the nearest leaf anymore. And now, you're on the hunt for more. It's a different world out here now. It's not like when you were born. No more floating around aimlessly. No more, where do I go? No, now you're on the hunt. The problem? The humans are catching on. They're smart. They have SWAT hands. And they've got all these repellent sprays that smell like the worst perfume in the world. It's like their only purpose is to make your life miserable. But you're determined. You're a mosquito after all. You can dodge the swats. You can avoid the sprays. You'll find a way. You've got to. So, you keep going. You spot a human lounging in the yard, completely unaware of the menace that's about to descend on them. You zoom in. This time, you've learned from your past mistakes. You're not going to miss. You're ready. But of course, the human swats at you. Your tiny mosquito body dances and swerves, narrowly avoiding death once again. This is your life now. You're playing a game of dodging and feeding, with the stakes being your survival. But hey, at least this time, you're not alone. You've got competition. It's not just you out here in the yard anymore. No. Other mosquitoes have learned the same trick. Find the human, bite, avoid swat. And naturally, they're faster than you. You try to dart in for the blood, again, but this time, it's a race. You've got the whole yard to work with, but that doesn't stop your fellow mosquitoes from flying circles around you. You try to catch up. You dart to the left, then the right, but the others are already there. They get in first. They get the first sip. And you're left fighting over the scraps. How unfair is that? But hey, this is mosquito life. Nothing is easy. And for some reason, you're okay with that. You spot another target, an unsuspecting person sitting outside on their porch, drinking a cold beverage, totally unaware of the buzzing menace about to ruin their evening. You fly in, flapping your wings like a pro. Now, you're ready for round 2. You inch closer and success. You land. You pierce the skin, and once again, you're drinking blood, the sweet, sweet nectar of life. But here's the catch. You start feeling sluggish. Your body, despite being small, is filled to the brim with blood. You could probably pop. You might have overdone it this time. Your tiny mosquito stomach is about to explode. It's at that moment when you hear it. The sound of death. It's not a swat this time. It's the buzz of the air followed by the looming shadow of something much bigger. You can't see it, but you can feel it. It's coming. And then, swoosh! A bat swoops down and grabs one of your fellow mosquitoes right out of the air. Gone. Just like that, your blood feels like it's about to curdle. You panic and dart away, zigzagging through the air. You've been outsmarted by a bat. But you're not giving up. You know what you have to do. You can't let the bat win. You can't let anything win. You continue your mission, dodging, weaving, and finally getting that blood. You may be tiny, but you've got heart, and that's what matters. You've done it. You've survived the swats. You've avoided the sprays. And now you're starting to get the hang of this whole being a mosquito thing. Your wings are now practically an extension of your willpower. You can dart through the air with the precision of a tiny flying ninja. Sure, you may not have the grace of an eagle, but you've got speed, and that's what matters. But of course, this wouldn't be your life if it didn't throw some new challenges at you. It's the middle of summer now, and you're living in mosquito heaven. People are out enjoying barbecues, the windows are wide open, and humans everywhere are just begging for you to come say hi. And let's not forget the dogs. Oh, the dogs. They run around, clueless, with plump little veins, just waiting for a mosquito like you to drop in for a quick bite. But no, you've learned that you can't just go for any easy meal anymore. You've got to be strategic. You've got to outsmart the swats and the humans who are now all too aware of your presence. That's right, this time, you're the one doing the hunting. But there's something weird happening. Every time you spot a juicy target, someone perfectly still and ready to donate some blood, your little mosquito heart skips a beat. Because you know what happens next, the battle. You don't just get to suck blood and fly away. Oh no, that would be too easy. Instead, you get a swat, or a flail, or a smash. You get the moment of impact. That terrifying moment where your tiny body becomes the target of a human fury. You take a deep breath, if you can call it that, and you dodge, swooping out of the way like a pro. But it's not always so easy. You've been in this situation before. You've had to dodge a human's hand so many times you could write a book on it. But today, the humans are getting smarter. They're starting to wear protective gear. Some have those electric mosquito repellents. Some wear hats with nets. And let's not even mention the mosquito zappers. The nerve. You do what any self-respecting mosquito would do. You adapt, you dodge, you weave, you wait, and then you go in for the attack. You find the perfect spot. You're ready. And then, suddenly, you feel it. The breeze, the swat. The hand is coming toward you. You dodge, but your timing is a fraction too late. The hand smacks your wings. You spin in the air, barely hanging on, your wings buzzing like a tiny helicopter out of control. You're spinning, but you're still alive. You recover. You adjust your flight path. You continue the mission. You notice something strange, though. You've been here for weeks, dodging swats, avoiding the electric nets, and you're starting to feel a bit tired. You've been feeding for weeks straight. That's all you do. But something feels off. You're hungry again, and nothing is satisfying your mosquito needs. Every time you feed, you feel that brief sense of relief. And then, the hunger creeps back in. You need more. You need more blood. But you're smarter now. You're more strategic. Your tiny mosquito brain starts thinking like a warrior, and you realize you can't keep going on like this. If you don't find a more consistent food source, you're done. You need to be smarter than the other mosquitoes. And guess what? This time, you've got a plan.